Are you getting bored of your current job and want to try something else? You might be deterred by the fear of going bankrupt and being unable to pay your bills in the process.
Can't find my checkbook. Hope you don't mind I pay you in change.
This is very possible if you don't take the right precautions before making a change. But can you do it without breaking the bank?
Billy, pay attention!
Sorry.
Let's talk about how you can have a smoother career change.
I gotta be smooth, cool, confident.
The first thing you'll want to do is ask yourself, how am I going to afford this? The last thing you want is to survive from paycheck to paycheck. Can you imagine the amount of stress and anxiety you would get knowing you'll be homeless in 3 months? That's not the goal here. Draw up a plan on how you can save money because you're going to need to build a 6-month emergency fund. The more you save, the better because you're going to need a financial security during the new job search. Saving this much is going to be extremely difficult if you're not on a big salary. Probably impossible if you're barely scraping by.
You have made it impossible to do this job.
If that's the case, try to bring your expenses down as much as you can. You're gonna have to make a sacrifice of your quality of life for a short period of time. It's gonna suck, but you'll have to muscle through it. Now that you secured an emergency fund, you can now start looking at new jobs. Get an idea of what you want to do. Check out how much the new annual salary would be compared to your cost of living. When you start a new career, you're going to be starting from the bottom, so there's a good chance your annual income will go down. Now you should definitely ask yourself, how is the new change in my salary going to affect my life?
Things are gonna be different now.
Is it going to be worth the switch? What you should be looking at is how much money you have left to throw around after you pay off the bills and buy the essentials. If you're barely getting by, it's probably not going to be a good change because then you're going to have no financial freedom, which is just going to make your new job feel just as awful as your old one. Make sure the job you're switching to is going to make a comfortable amount of money. You'll now have an idea of what job you want to move to and how much it's going to make you. Now you need to look at what qualifications you need for the position. It's possible you might need to retrain. How much is that going to cost? It might mean going back into education, which can be expensive. It's going to mean you need to save even more money, but that's not the main issue here. It's going to be time. How long is retraining going to take and how are you going to find the time to study? If you're already in a full-time job, finding this time is going to be really hard, especially if the course requires you to attend in person and as full-time as well. Is there a way to tackle this issue? Ideally, you should see if there's ways to study from home in your free time without a set schedule so you can keep working and making money from your current job while training for your new one when you're not working. If you discover you can do this, then definitely do it. But if you can't, then you're going to need another plan. If you can't work remotely with flexible times, you're going to need to save even more money.
Just pick one. They all cost the same.
You're now going to need enough money to sustain yourself for the duration of the course and then enough to last out the job search. Assuming the course is going to be 3 to 5 days per week, then you will need to be able to hold a part-time job alongside studying. It's not going to sustain you, but it is going to make your savings last a bit longer. What if you can't afford to save money?
Man, I'm dead.
You're going to be stuck. It's a really tricky situation to get around since you're pretty much locked into it. You're going to want to find another source of passive income on the side that you funnel earnings from into savings.
I lived with her to save money.
Look at your skills. Is there anything you can make money off? Could be mowing people's lawns on weekends or driving Uber on Friday nights. If you want a more comprehensive training and guide on work and life mastery, check out my digital download below. For the price of a couple coffees, you'll learn how to find fulfilling jobs, balance it with personal life, and significantly improve your living situation. Thank you for watching. Peace.